I got a few more moves to make on this existence that you'll witness if you'll just kiss this bruised and swollen black eye that I've been sporting for the sake of something more important. I've seen some better days, and yeah, some better days have been seeing me stuck to the melted chewing gum that paints my city streets like bleach. I've been worn down to the feelers, carpet stitched, gazing at ceilings with bottom feeders. I've been cut and wired, bleeding on your circuit boards, fucking seething, wanting nothing and not knowing what I was needing. I've been the falcon on your shoestring. I've been that rabbit in your hat. I've been that kid chameleon con artist underneath your welcome mat. I've seen the girl that plays with needles that she cooks up on the stove where I lit my last cigarette and packed my bags for home. I gotta go. Cause if this gypsy dream keeps fluttering around my broken wing, I may lose the beat and atrophy my style back to stuttering.
Woo! And tears fell on her grave as she remembered you. She knelt upon the dry, brittle grass that covered your rest and clung tensely to her trembling hands. She slowly spread out my blue bandana just below your grave marker. No headstone yet. I guess they forgot. But she hasn't. Carrying her regret, the cut that can't close up. Though she hasn't forgotten those autumn afternoons racing through childhood on different colored bikes. Yours, racy and raspberry red, ready and expectant. Hers, black and fast and darkly sleek, heading into the evening that would grace your childhood. She hasn't forgotten your long talks on the phone before bed, listening to each other's thoughts on music and makeup and new clothes and homework and infatuations. Especially that new one with the boy that worked at the supermarket and smiled at her, she told you, secretly, every time she went in to buy milk and bread with her mother. You giggled, bubbling, and with her own sort of laughter, she giggled as well and said goodnight as sleep beckoned you to climb into bed, thinking wicked thoughts about kissing boys as dusk settled around you. And the autumn that fell upon you then falls on us now as we stand before you, missing our time together. She weeps, remembering hanging out and bike rides and roller skates and birthday parties and Christmas and Friday night and phone calls to friends and truth or dare and pizza and scary movies and popcorn and Cracker Jacks and all that innocence that came along with those feelings of friendship. She looks up at me as she places her tokens and offerings on top of your tomb, the sun shining, November's cool breeze surrounding us. She stares in wide-eyed silence and whispers, "Why aren't you here when you should be?" And I answer in hushed tones, "I don't know." The emptiness drifts slowly through hazy recollection, gaze in somber reflection. She anxiously positions the artifacts that remind her of you, gently laying them down, ground, reaching up to grasp them. A broken cassette within its shattered case, The Cure, Paris, incense, jasmine, an ice cold Dr. Pepper, a yellow-brown candle, a cigarette, Camel Red, of course, chocolate, Nestle, Tiger Eye, and a Band-Aid. "You should be here," she murmurs, and I wonder if her warm prayer slowly ascends toward your angelic splendor, and I listen for the soft beating of wings, and I kneel beside her and help away tears, and I say, "You're ruining your makeup," and she smiles and says, "I know." I scan the ground for fading flowers, finding only dreaming dandelions, plucking them tenderly, blowing seeds onto the breeze with my breath. Blossoms drift upwards on currents of air as she cries in my arms, shoulders slumping, her tears sapping my strength, sad, wet sadness against my cheek. She knows how much you cared, how much she mattered to you, how much you loved her. And we hold one another on the edge of feigning forever as the sun sets, dandelions afloat beneath this Indian summer sky.
Aspiring artists anticipate annihilation, amazed at the ambitions assigned in alliterations. Predominant poets prepare for publication, victoriously validated, verified the vindication, spontaneously situated, survey the situation, cautious conversation, concerned communication, annihilate anyone and assimilate anticipation. Present the peculiar position, premeditation. Enormous ego, emancipated, immaculate evolution. Right my wrongs, reserve the resolutions, conflicting concerns to my conclusion. Confusion? Thank you.